position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Gamecocks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Kentucky's offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. And that's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Under fire. Pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So South Carolina's offense will have its first possession of the game. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra.
There he goes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every...
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Catch in the middle, it's Jocelyn.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense and zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him, let him catch it, and advance and get what he can get.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Makes the grab on the shuffle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Goes to the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle. It's Ballmer. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. The Wildcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. Looking for the time with the extra point.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Bunch formation for these receivers. Power football with the run. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Right back to it. Turns it on in midfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Gamecocks just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun to give to the back. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a good chunk inside their 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Myers on the move. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. On the ground, it's Gardner. Shows him the stiff arm. They make the stop, and he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete to the right. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Gamecocks are on the move. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal coming up. Motion from the wide receiver. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
South Carolina, 21. Kentucky, 7.
Let's see what he can do with the return. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. And the Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The RPO fired complete to the left. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Finds his man, it's Harmon. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Baller. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats.
Kentucky, 7.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Kentucky will be forced to punt. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. That last play changed everything on this possession. Oh, he's got some space. He's up to 86 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Florida took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Gainesville. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Finds his man. It's Balmer. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Here comes the heat. That's caught. It's Bradfield. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. They just keep firing. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Creates a little space. Turning it on. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this was one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point in the game.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harmon. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Kentucky going quickly. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Jocelyn. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. It's good. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Off the play fake. The throw. That's caught. It's Upshaw. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Royer. There he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Coming out with it, it's Price. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the back. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff from the gun. Powers through the defender. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. The lone back's got it. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. That's caught. It's Ballmer. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Kentucky right back to the line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's caught downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got the back over the middle.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Brings it in down the left side. Off and running. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
You know, Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it out. It's Price. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll try the right side. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down. The kick is on its way. And the returner will be dragged down. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a gap. It's Gardner. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Give him 96 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. Wide open, makes the catch.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Gardner. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give on the option. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. The give. Plows through the defense. Breaks into the open. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kroger Field.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Royer. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Jacksonville State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Gamecocks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Buffalo. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give to the tailback. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Kentucky will come to the line with a 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Got it behind the line. It's Harmon. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Kentucky!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
57, Kentucky.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Royer. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
And the South Carolina offense
is back on the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab. It's Gardner. Oh, he's got some space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
Fires to the tight end. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Upshaw. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. The Gamecocks are flying down the field. Give to the fullback. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. On the move to his left. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Gamecocks. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Jocelyn. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Wildcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Harmon. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Great place to start for this offense. The give to the back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the move, it's King. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Ready to try the point after. If These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Shakes off the defender. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. Pinned back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Now on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They go right back to him. Past the 40. Turns it on down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, South Carolina. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
South Carolina, 78. Kentucky, 17.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Jocelyn. Not quite so backed up after that play. He's out of bounds at the 12. Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. And the returner will be brought down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
They want to throw it. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
Kentucky, 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go to the ground. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Takes it on the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Running back searching for a hole. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Gamecocks in the hurry up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Give to the running back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Breaks into the open. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Got a man. It's Warrior.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's going to take off. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Auburn escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Tigers fans there today could have done without this one being so close. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Back to pass on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. The give from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option, the give.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Wildcats line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Finds some fresh air. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Caught over the middle. It's Bradfield. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Bradfield. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Wildcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Right on the money. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll leave it with him. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Under fire. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big play.
Oh, he wants it all. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And the offense takes control of this football game. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think
intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive. Starting from their own 12. Turning it on. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Stands in and takes the hit. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna sling it on second down. They'll run the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. He'll pull it down. And that deep shot's going to wind up. But we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard.